Hey residents of MeepleTown, this is John, and today I'm going to show you the Ganz Schon Clever app. And if you don't know how to play Ganz Schon Clever, well today I'm going to teach you how to play, and if you have, I'll show you what the app looks like. So let's press play and dive right in. Now in Ganz Schon Clever, it's like any typical roll and write game. We're going to be rolling die, and we're going to be marking off, in this game, these colorful boxes on the left-hand side of the screen. Now in a one-player game, which is what I'm going to show you today, it's going to consist of 6 rounds. It's kind of little, but if you look in the top right-hand side of the screen, we're going to get to see that round 1 through 6, and we're also going to see an X right there already marking off round 1. And what that shows is at the beginning of each round, we're going to get a bonus. And in the bonus for the beginning of round 1 is we're going to get a chance to re-roll die if we want to. And that's also indicated, if you see the silver platter, there's a little circle of arrows with a dot down there. That means we have 1 re-roll. Now we don't have to use that in this round in particular. We can use it anytime throughout the game. I'm going to go ahead and click roll, and I'm just going to teach you how to play as I play the game. Now in each round, we're going to roll the dice 3 times and mark off 3 numbers, and then the computer is going to roll the die and actually put 3 die in the silver platter, and we're going to mark off yet another number. So each round, we're going to mark off 4 numbers in these boxes. Okay, now it actually is really cool in the app because it highlights in this pastel red color everything that we could actually select depending on what die we choose. Now we have to actually put the die that we choose in the corresponding color box. So if I select this 2 orange, I have to put that in the orange box. And these boxes also have rules governing them, and I'll teach you what that is, as we go through this. But additionally, whatever die you choose, any die that's a number that's less than the number that we choose, we have to put on the silver platter, and we can't use it again for the rest of the round. Now, we can use it next round. We're going to get all our dice back, but we won't be able to use it this round. So I'm going to go ahead and select this 1 blue, and you'll see that it highlights the blue 5. And you may say, why does it highlight the blue 5? That's the number 1. Well, the blue box is completely unique in that you add 2 die together. Now, you don't ever add 2 die together in any of the other boxes, only the blue box. And you can kind of see next to that number 2 that it says add the blue die with the white die. And that's why it's highlighted number 5. We always, always, always add the blue die and the white die together when we're marking off this blue box. So 1 blue plus 4 white equals 5. And I'm going to show you this before I mark off that 5. I'm going to select this 4 white because you may say, well, there's no white box. Well, that's because the white die is a wild card. So I could use this 4 anywhere I want to in any of these boxes. I can mark off a number 4. But I don't want to do that right now because, as you can see in that silver platter, I'm going to lose 4 die, and I want to select 3 die, and I'd only have 1 left. So that would be a bad choice. I'm going to select this number 1, and I'm going to mark off this 5. I really love this choice because if we complete a horizontal row, if we mark off this 5, 6, 7, and 8, we're going to get a bonus, and the bonus is going to be we can mark off any number in that yellow box. That's why it has that yellow box with an X through it. That's what that indicates. If we complete this column here by marking off the 5 and the 9, we're going to get another re-roll. So let's go ahead and select that. So I am enjoying that choice right off the bat. Ooh, and I really like this next roll as well because I can select this 1 white. Now this is going to be the only time, unless we have an additional die selection, which I'll show you that here in a minute, that we can use the same, we can mark off 2 numbers in the same box, and that's because there's the white and the blue. And so if I select this white 1, I'll use that as a wild in the blue, add it to the 1 blue, which would give 2, and that's going to give us a chance to mark off this 2, which is great because we could score, hopefully, the bonus for that horizontally or vertically. So this is our last roll here, and let's see what I want to do. I don't love my choices right here, actually. See, there's a green 6, and the way the green box works is you just have to mark off any number that's equal to or greater than the number shown there. And the way the green, orange, and purple boxes work is we start on the leftmost side and progress forward. So we can't just take that green 6 and mark off a number that says, oh, well, this box at the very end says greater than 6 or equal to 6. We have to start on the left-hand side. So what to do here? The reason I don't really want to take that 6 is because I can roll a 1 easily. So let's get a number that may be a little harder to roll. I'm going to take this 4 yellow, mark off this column here. Now, in the yellow box, all we're going to do is take whatever number it is and mark off any number there. So I could choose either 4 there. I'm going to choose the one to the furthest right because the way you score points in the yellow box is that if you complete vertical columns, you're going to get 10, 14, 16, or 20 points there. So let's go ahead and mark that off. And then let's click next, and the computer is going to roll the die for us. And let's see what we have. I'm going to go ahead and go to that blue box one more time, and I'm going to select this one wild die and add it to that 3 blue and mark off this 4. I also didn't mention earlier that in the blue box we're going to score points by getting all the numbers marked off, or however many you get marked off. So if we get 11, all the numbers marked off, if you can see that, it says we're going to score 56 points. So we'll get points based on how many we mark off here. And the goal of Ganz Schon Clever is just to score the most points, to score more than your opponents, or if you're playing single player, just to score your high score. Okay, so that is going to be the end of round 1. We're going to jump into round 2, and the bonus for round 2 is nice. It means we're going to get to choose a die again. So a die that we've already used, or one that's gone to the silver platter at the end of the round, we can actually select that, which is really sweet. Okay, let's see what we have here. Okay, you know what? I think I'm going to get... Okay, yes, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to select this one here, and I'm going to put it in the purple. Now, the purple has some special rules governing it. You have to actually, when I put this one here, you have to always put a number that's greater than the previous number. So if I select 1, I'm going to have to put in next a 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. All right. And the negative to selecting 1, though, is the way the purple one is scored here is you just get the points that you have there. So I'm only going to score 1 point for writing that there. I don't love that, but I do love that I'm going to have more options. For example, I just rolled this purple 2. Now I can put the 2 right there if I would like to do that. So do I put the purple 2 there? You know what? Yeah, let's do that. I would love to get this green, no, purple, John. It's a purple. This purple row going, because after we mark this off, we're going to get bonuses every single other number that we write in this line. So I like to get this bonus action. If we can get bonuses going and combos going, hopefully we can get those going. I can show you. They're going to help us score a lot of points in Ganz Schon Clever. Okay, so what to do now? I think I'm going to use this 5 green and go ahead and at least get the green box going so we can get more boxes rolling here. I'm going to go ahead and select next and see what the computer gives me. I don't really like that 1 orange, and the reason is orange is just going to score kind of like the purple, whatever number we write there. But orange, there's no rules governing it. I can just select any orange die and put the number in there. I don't have to do anything greater than or anything. So I don't love that. I'm going to select this 2 right here, and I'm going to go ahead and get closer to completing this row. There we go. Now, I could use this +1 right now if I want to, and I may go ahead and do that. What that's going to do is let me select any of these numbers here. Anything to the right-hand side, the 5 blue, the 4 white, the 3 green, or anything in the silver platter. I think I'm going to select this blue 5 so I can complete a column here and get another reroll. Let's do that. Alrighty, so let's move on. We're going pretty quick here. This game goes, after you know how to play it, 10-15 minutes, you are done. So the bonus to this round is getting another reroll, so we have 3 rerolls available whenever we want them. Alright, so let's see what we have. Okay, I think I'm going to select this 2, and we're going to keep going in the blue box and mark off this 7. 2 plus the white 3 is 7. Now let's see what else we have here. Oh, man, I don't love these die. I don't really love these. Let's go ahead and use our reroll. Alrighty, and the reroll isn't all that much better. I am going to go ahead and take this 2 and mark off this green 2 right here. And then roll again, and I like this much better. I'm going to take this 5 orange because that's going to score me 5 points, and again, no rules governing that orange box. Let's see what the computer gives me. Perfect. Look at this. I'm going to take this blue 1, add it to that 2 white, and mark off this column. So now we're going to see what a bonus action does. We're going to complete this row, and it's going to say that it's going to mark a 5 here in the orange box. So look at that. And only using 1 die, we're writing 2 things in. That's what we want to see in this game so we can score big points. Now, the beginning of round number 4 is my favorite bonus because it allows us to mark off anything, anywhere, right? So let's see what we want. I'm going to go ahead and mark off the 11 here where it says in the blue box because that's going to get us a 6 in the purple. And what I love about that is, boom, we're going to get 2. And then you may say, well, how can you get a number greater than 6? Well, the cool thing about the purple box is when you get the number 6, now you can put any number after that. So I could put a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 after that. So it kind of resets it. So that's why I wanted to go ahead and mark that down. Alrighty. Let's see here. Let's see what to do. I could take that 2 and mark off the 8 there, which would get me closer to completing some rows. I could also take this purple 3, and that would actually let me be able to mark off something in the blue column. I think I'm going to do that. Let's take the purple 3. Now let's get that bonus for the blue, and now we can mark off anything here. Now I'm going to mark off this 12 because this is kind of hard to roll here, and that'll actually has a chance to get us a horizontal or vertical score. And we've actually completed a lot, so I think we're up to like 28 points or something like that already, or 29 points or something like that. I think that's where we're at in the blue box. So, okay, let's see what we roll next. Okay, all right, I'm going to take this yellow 5 because it'll only leave me 1 die, but it'll be that wild die, so I'll have a good chance of rolling something good. I'm going to mark off this 5 right here so we can hopefully score this vertical column of 20 points somewhere throughout the game. Alrighty, so now I've got a 5, and I can put that anywhere. I'm going to go ahead and put that in that purple box down here so that I can get another bonus. Now, the only negative to that is I've got to roll a 6 to unlock something else, but I'll take that extra die roll. Or not extra die roll, excuse me, I get to choose. So I'll actually show you what that looks like. When I select this, now I can take any of these die on the silver platter or to the right-hand side again, I think I've showed you that, and mark off any number that I want. And, you know, I'm not crazy about anything right here, so I'm going to actually save that and see what the computer gives me. Okay, so I'm going to select this one and keep going in this blue box and get really close now to completing a lot. Now, I've only got 2 numbers left to get, and I'm going to get bonuses each time I select those. You know what I'm going to do? Oh, this is great. I'm going to hit this +1 and use this purple to reset the purple, which is going to give me a little combo action. I'm going to get to mark off anything in the yellow, which now I'm going to mark off this 6 here, and that's going to get me that column to score me 20 points. How about that? Let's go ahead and select next. Now there's only 2 rounds left, so we are rolling right through this. Okay, let's see what we have. I could take that 2 yellow and get a little closer there. I can't use the blue 2. Let's take this green. Let's go ahead and take the green and mark this and get this green going. Now, I don't think I mentioned before, maybe I did, but the way the green is scored is you're going to get points. The points valued, the 1, 3, 6, 10, 15, 21, all that is based on where I get. So when I mark this 3 off, it's going to mean that I've got 3 points for this box at the moment. All right, so we have rolled again. Let's see. Don't love where I'm at. I think I'm going to I could take the 3. Yeah, let's take the 3. I thought about re-rolling, but here, if I take this 3 at the top left hand, I'm going to be 1 step away from getting a diagonal line through there. So that 3 is a really good number because it could potentially give me bonuses horizontally, vertically, or diagonally. So let's take that 3, and all I need is a 1 now to complete that diagonal line. Alrighty, so what do I want to do? I'm going to select this 3, and this is going to give me a fox. Now, the way these work, basically when I get a fox, that means that it's going to take the lowest scoring box that I have and give me that bonus at the end of the game. So right now, my lowest scoring box is green, I believe, which is 6 points, so that fox would be worth an additional 6 points at the end of the game. So let's hope that we can get that a little bit higher in order so that we can score more points here at the end of the game. Let's see what the computer gives me. The only thing it's going to allow me to have is this 3 orange, and you can't re-roll what the computer gives you, so we just have to take that. But we're going to get a re-roll there, so we're going to enter the last round with a lot of re-rolls. Man, I hope that we can get some more stuff because I don't think our score is all that high at the moment. Okay, so let's go ahead and, yeah, let's mark off this number 1. I'm enjoying that because I can take this row, which is going to give me the green, which is going to get me a bonus there, which is going to get me another die at the end of the game. So that worked out pretty well. I could take this 2 and complete that yellow column and get me 10 points at the end of the game. Let's do it. Let's go ahead and take it. I should probably be using more of these re-rolls. Maybe I'm not making the best choices. In fact, I'm going to use them right now. I don't love what I have there. If I take this 6, I can mark off this 8 and get 2 bonuses, 1 horizontally and 1 vertically. Love it. I can mark that off. Now I've got the yellow, and I get another die at the end of the game. Ooh, I like that a whole lot. So let's see what we want to do. I can select any of these numbers. Now, the only thing that I can complete, it looks like, is that second column there, second row, excuse me. I'm not going to be able to complete any more columns at the moment, so let's go ahead and do it, and let's just take that so we can write, and that's going to give us a 4. Oh, you know what? I was silly. That actually is going to give us yet another one because it completes that diagonal that diagonal row or whatever. So that's really nice. So now we're going to get a chance to use 3 die again. Man, I wish I had some better die here. That's not the greatest. I'm going to use this too. Now the computer roll one more time, so maybe we'll get some good die there. But again, I'm going to get this yellow. And the negative is that I can't complete anything. But I'll just mark off a number here, that 5. Maybe we'll get a chance. Maybe we'll get lucky and get something good here. The only other thing I could do is use that wild 2 to mark off something here on the orange, but I could use that next after I see what happens here. So let's just see what happens. Okay, so now I am going to, let's see. I like what I've got here decently. I can use this. Let's see. I just selected that. I'm trying to think. I can use this 4 now, and I could complete this column, which would give me 16 points. That's pretty nice. But I could also use this 5, which would then give me yet another die to use. That's what I'm going to do. So now I'm going to have 3 more die to use in this. All right, so let's just keep the good times rolling, hopefully. Let's go ahead and use the 4. Let's complete that, and let's score 16 points. Let's go ahead and select the 5 again and get times 2. That's 10 points. Now we got something going. Now I can press the +1 here, and I don't have anything else. So that's kind of negative that I wasted that. I scored 176. That's kind of mediocre, really. I like to score over 200. The 300 is the coveted number that a lot of people try to go for. It's really difficult. I've played this game quite a bit, and I think the highest I've ever gotten is like 296, but I guess 176 is respectable. I really appreciate y'all watching this, and I just want to say thank you for coming down to MeepleTown.
Thanks for joining us, and be sure to follow us on Twitter at MeepleTown Games, and connect with us on the MeepleTown Guild number 3407 at BoardGameGeek.com, and also subscribe to our podcast and YouTube channel. And until next time, thanks for coming down to MeepleTown.